steps forward and keeping our head up. There's a song that I just started listening to, and it goes, keep your head up, not down. If that resonates with you, then hey, super thirsty. I haven't been hydrating as well as I should be, and that's my bad. I'm actually on my way to go to the liquor store and figure out what I'm doing today. But I wanted to make this video because even though we're struggling, it doesn't mean that God is not close. There was somebody, this might be significant because I haven't talked about this in a while, but there was somebody in my life who was like, hey, you're still struggling with addiction, like you don't have God on your side. Like, what do you mean that God is with you? Like, you look at how much you still struggle. And I was like, I was kind of like in awe that somebody would have that perspective. But yeah, so just know that God is still there and close and prevalent, despite, or even if you are facing something, you know. Yeah, so I wanted to make this video today too because I found that making videos is one of those things that helps me when I feel like my impulses or my or I need to kind of step back from my impulses, like going to the store and starting to get lit early in the day. Like, I want to make this video to postpone some of the damage that I'm going to do today. And yeah, isn't that interesting? I guess I'm just trying to like prolong or I don't know. I really don't understand why I'm still it feels like a necessity. It feels like like I can't even go about my day without first start like getting lit and then being like, okay, now what am I gonna do? But it's like, shouldn't I already know what I'm gonna do first? But it's like my brain needs to like check off the boxes of like, oh, I need this, and then I'm gonna start. But that's like what stops people from making businesses and doing art or taking the next step in their life. Like, yeah, that's kind of deep, but it's kind of you know what I'm saying? Like, I should right now be like, oh, I'm going to get lit and then I'm gonna do this and that, right? No, my brain is like, first you're gonna get lit and then you're gonna go from there, because right now I feel so low. Like, I feel great. Like, I probably don't look like what I'm going through right now, but at the same time it's like, I don't know what I'll be up for later. And I feel like I have to get lit so that I have the ability to even go and do something. Okay, get my next steps done. Like, get lit, clean the house, get lit, eat good food, or get lit and work on this, or get lit and da-da-da-da. Like, my brain has no idea what's gonna come next until my like addiction is filled. And that's something that is interesting, and that's why I have to make this video, so that I can like break down what I'm feeling a little bit before I'm even like just jumping into the impulse of like, okay body, I'm gonna give you what you feel like you need right now, but first we're gonna take a step back and realize, like, what am I feeling, what am I going through? Everything's fine right now. What's going on, you know? Why do you feel like you need this? Or what's the goal, what's the intention? Okay, before I even pour up, smoke up, before anything, it's like, what's the next step? So I'm trying to clear the smoke. Trying to take a deep breath and try to give my body what it is looking for without it being something destructive to me. It's so difficult because right now I'm filming this video, but I'm also like fighting urges to smoke or drink or this to the third, and I hate being like that. It's definitely not something that I like. I want to be like when you're meditating and you close your eyes and you're like, oh my god, I don't even need the shirt on my back, I don't even need this, or I don't need anything. I'm just a soul in a body floating, right? But then you're like, okay, now it's like I have needs as a human being. Like I have to feed this body, I have to give this body water, and you know, but now it's like, oh, okay, cool, you gotta do that. And then it's like you also have now these other things that are like, because reoccurring like over and over and over actions is insanity. So it gets to the point where even what you're doing to help you becomes like a habit, and then you're doing it over and over and over again, and then you're feeling insanity again, but now you're like, you already started destructing yourself. So I'm just trying to, like, I have the awareness of this. I have the awareness. That's why then I will get lit and then also feel guilty, because it's like, Haley, you know better, right? So then it's not giving me that same result that, you know, the other day somebody asked me what would give you that like ultimate fulfillment, like what is it that you're really looking for, right? And I said helping people, working on elevate the masses, obviously, and that's where like my voice comes in. I love to talk and to be introspective with other human beings. When I don't have that opportunity to express the magnitude of what's going on in my head with other people, to come to solutions or to problem solve, I'm just like, oh, okay, cool, it's literally just me in a body on a planet. You know, when I close my eyes, it's like I'm in a dark space, right? And I'm trying to find out how to problem solve, because I know how stubborn I am. Some of us have been, you know, problem solving and coming to these conclusions on how to continue through by ourselves. So then when you actually have people coming around and trying to give you advice about these things, you are stubborn. Like, I'm talking about myself. You might feel that same way, but then at this point you're like, okay, if I already have gotten myself this far, why am I gonna sit here and listen to somebody else, especially when your body's having withdrawals or, you know, different symptoms of discomfort? You are like basically crashing out but looking normal. And then when people give you advice, you're like, nah. You're like, what do you know? Like, you know how hard it was for me to get to where I am right now? And with that mindset, you know, we might close ourselves off to certain things. Like, I'm not saying you gotta go listen to everybody, but at least you see, this is another moment where we have this self-awareness and we understand where we would be coming from. But I feel like at this point, all you could really do is maybe accept like kind love and support through what you're going through. I saw this video that was like, my daughter had OD'd, and she said, when I pass, do not be upset because you were a great mom and this, that, the third. And then when she passed away, the mother became an addict, and she's like, wow. She's like, thank you for telling me that so that I don't have to feel that guilt. But now that I'm in the same position as you, I'm starting to understand what it was like to be somebody who was dealing with the same mindset that you were like living in. And I wish that I had this better perspective to better support and love you while you were going through that. Because people can try, but sometimes it's a bit hard for them if they did not live the same exact experience. So, you know, there's multiple different perspectives, and at this point it's really allowing people around us that are willing to reciprocate and be that loving care and support that people genuinely need to continue fighting. And another thing that I saw on the David show about 3 or 4 days ago was an interview with Oliver Tree and this other guy, and he said to the other guy that had been a long friend of his while they were both facing addictions, he said, if you were one of those friends who just said, oh hey, how you doing, I would be dead. And that really stood out to me, because it's like those people that go above and beyond to show you that they care and that they love and respect you and care about your existence and know the struggle that you're going through. We're inviting those people into our lives as a safe space, you know. And I pray that one day I have friends and people like that around me that I can thank them for having supported me through such a hard time without being like trying to give me all this advice, but to just listen and accept me as who I am and where I am at that time, and also seeing where I could go, but not judging me for not being there yet or showing up as that person. So you may be very like unconditional love type person, where it's like you could love people for who they are. You don't have to, yeah, I don't know, you don't really have to make people feel bad for the struggle that they're dealing with. But if you care to show up for them, then be a better friend for them. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there. That was pretty good. My head, my brain is like sitting here in the sun cooking, even though those people are not yet in my life. Maybe they're soon going to be, and I'll continue to keep the faith for me and you, even if this is just through a screen. This is an energy exchange, and I wish you nothing but the best. I'll see you next time.